on in and take a seat at my table and come and stay a while. I'm here today with my special guest, Avea, my granddaughter, aka Puddin' Pop, and then Madison, Maddie Mad Dog. Today we're going to be putting together grilled cheese sandwiches. We have a smorgasbord of choices for the girls today because it's important to teach children how to make choices on their own, good choices. In addition to that, we're empowering these young ladies with a life skill of cooking, something that will last a lifetime for them. You give somebody a fish, they eat a day. You teach them how to fish and they eat for the lifetime. I know that may not be the exact saying, but you know what I'm saying. It's important that we teach them how to be self-sufficient and empowered in ways where nobody can take that stuff from them. So I'm teaching my girls how to cook. My greatest memories were with my grandparents and my parents teaching me how to cook in the kitchen. So you girls ready?
Yes.
Before we go though and get started, I want Maddie to tell us about the name of her YouTube channel because she's a fellow YouTuber, right, Maddie?
Yes.
What's your channel?
Maddie Show.
What?
Yes. And I play kids games and I need more subscribers. Please subscribe.
What? Can't nobody hear you, Maddie. What'd you say? Say it again.
I need more subscribers and can you please subscribe?
Why should people subscribe to your channel?
Because I make very funny videos and I think you guys would like it.
Okay. All right, so you girls ready?
Yes.
Okay, so we have some prepped items that we have in the refrigerator. Part of putting the girls in a position to win, I made sure that we had some items that were prepared for them in the refrigerator. Now, if this was after school or was an evening where, time was a crunch and someone couldn't get into the kitchen to cook, if you equip them and you prep for them, you make it easy. And the other key component I forgot to tell you about is we're making these grilled cheese sandwiches in our waffle iron. Why is that so significant? We're not using any fire, so you don't have to worry about if they were doing this on their own. You don't have to worry about leaving the stove on, and it's super easy cleanup. So it's a quick, easy meal. You can mix in some vegetables and cheese, and you have grains with your breads and so on and so forth, and you're giving them a meal that they can make on their own. So let's get started. Avea, can you go to the refrigerator and get the pineapples, the green peppers, red peppers, and the tomatoes? Thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
All right. So we have our onions, we have our peppers, and we have, two types of peppers, red and green. We're going to use these to saute with our roast beef. So, Maddie, I'm actually going to give you that job, but give me 1 second. And all you have to do is dump them right out the bag and into your pan. You're going to put a little bit of olive oil in there, okay? And then we have our pineapples. That will pair very nicely with the ham, like Hawaiian, pineapple, is it Hawaiian pizza? Yeah, well, anyhow, smell those. They smell so good.
They smell so fresh.
And that's the point. So it's probably really sweet and it tastes really good. You want to try one? Are they good? Okay. Oh, man, you know what that is? That's that addition of love that I'm putting down up in here. Okay, so while you're sauteing that over there, I'm going to cut up our tomatoes. Avea, you want to cut up the apple? I'll show you what to do. This way, when we go to start making our grilled cheese sandwiches, we have everything already and you can just do like an assembly line. We have 3 different types of lunch meat. We have the roast beef, we have roast chicken, and we have ham. Sorry, sweetie. And we have some bacon. We have 3 different types of cheese, 2 different types of bread. We have some apple, some green apples, which would pair very nicely, the Granny Smith apples, with our chicken and our Gruyere cheese, or even the cheddar cheese if you ever had apple pie with cheddar cheese. And then we have our tomatoes that will pair very nicely with bacon, cheddar cheese, and tomatoes. That's an option. And quite frankly, whatever you choose, it's your choice. Those were just some examples of ways you could pair the ingredients together, but I want you to pick and make your grilled cheese however you decide. But here's the key. Whatever you make, you gotta eat it, because that is your choice, right?
Yes. Do we have to finish it?
Yes. Yes. So
If we don't
when you're making choices, it's always really important to process and to think about the choices that you're making, because you will have to live with the consequences, good or bad, of the choices that you make, right? Okay, so let's get to it. Maddie, start out with your peppers and your onions. First, put your olive oil in, and then your peppers and your onions, because the roast beef is already done. You're just doing it to take some of the pink out, because I know you guys probably don't want all of that pink, and you don't have to do all of that, all of the meat, just 5 slices. Okay, and Avea, I'm going to show you how to cut your apple. Let me get one of the knives from down here. Excuse me, baby. Let me give her this red spatula. Once you get it in there, you can move everything around. Let's add a little oregano in here. Some pink Himalayan salt. Let me give you some light, girl, so you can see. Okay, Maddie, you can put some more of the meat in there, and then you could just let it like flatten them out to try to get it even on the bottom surface of the pan, so all the heat is coming through, and that way to soften up those veggies, and they'll be ready in a few. Do you like to cook? Do you?
Yes.
What do you like to cook?
I do remember helping my grandma.
So you have memories of cooking with your grandmom too. I'm telling you, those cooking memories last a lifetime. They mean a whole lot and they go a long way. That's awesome. Okay. All right, so let's start working on these green apples, okay? Maddie, keep an eye on the stuff that you're cooking. So inside of the apple is a core, right? Which is like right here. So what you're going to do is you're just going to cut around it. So just imagine like there's like a square around here. That's the core, and you're going to cut down around the apple. That's like your core, and then you could just cut these in slices. Watch your fingers, okay? So you can finish up that apple and then do that one. You got it? I know you got it. Smelling good over here too, Maddie. Make sure you're holding that fruit very firm so it doesn't slip. Now clear that off your board so it's out of your way, like move it over to the corner so you make room so you can work. Yep, perfect. What's happening over here, Maddie? Give it a mix. All of your vegetables, they're starting to see how your onions are becoming, like you can see through them. That's how you know that they're getting tender. Instead of pushing forward, Avea, when you put your knife in, pull back. So it's like a gliding back, like this. It can't move. This moves around. So you need to make sure it's flat and you got a strong base so it won't slip. So you can't cut those no more. It's okay. See, isn't that better? Watch your fingers. Maddie, you over there getting it. You think we got enough apples to get started?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start with what we have. You can move them over there onto that plate, and then I'll cut up that tomato. What's your favorite foods, Avea? Food. What you like to eat? Step over to the side.
Pizza.
Pizza? Pizza is my all-time favorite. Even though here I haven't found a really good pizza place. I make do. I think we're ready to start building. Maddie's stuff looks good to go. Okay, so Avea, this would be your board. Let's cut this off, Maddie. This would be Maddie's board. So listen, if you want to add, move forward. If you want to add any of this to your grilled cheese, any of this meat, you put about enough in there for 2 sandwiches, Maddie. If you want this, then let me know and I'll scoop it on over and bring it to you to put on your bread. Other than that, have at it. Make your sandwich so we can get it going. And is this the first time you made a grilled cheese?
Yes.
How about you? Okay. All right, well, it's really simple. You're going to load up the middle of your bread with whatever it is you desire to have in there. Put the slice on top, and then you're going to butter the top of the bread. And then you're going to take it, put it on our waffle iron, and then you'll butter the side that doesn't have butter on it.
Okay.
And then we'll close this down once we get 4 sandwiches in here, okay? All right, go ahead.
So we're both making 2?
Yep, make 2. You don't have to eat 2, but make 2. And then while you guys are sitting down eating, I'll make some more. Okay? And you can take your bacon and break it in half.
So, and then I put butter on this side.
Because this is the part that's going to be on the waffle griddle. So you don't want it to stick. And if you were making it in the pan, you would do it the same way. You would butter it and put it in the pan, let it get nice and toasty, and the cheese will start melting. And then you flip it over, and you just let everything get all ooey gooey. And nobody picked the wheat bread. Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing.
We'll call dibs on it. Yes.
Dibs on what? The non-wheat bread?
Yes.
Y'all something else. See, I should have just put out the wheat bread. Then you wouldn't have had an option. So you did 2 of the same? Okay. You could take that one home to your mom.
Hopefully she likes it.
She'll love anything you make, Maddie, because she'll know it's straight from your sweet little heart. So Maddie's ready to go in. Now close it down, Avea. Put a little pressure. Yep.
Like that?
Mm-hmm. Let's just let it do what it does. Ooh, woo, 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 woo. Look at this, guys. Looks amazing.
That's stuck.
It's probably stuck to it now because the cheese done started melting out. All right, let's see. Let's take Maddie's out first. Maddie. Doesn't that look yummy?
Ooh, that crunch.
Oh, I see the pineapples.
This looks good.
And it's yummy. Hers is cheesy. Do you think you could do this on your own? If you had all the ingredients? All right, and this is for Layla. So while you guys are chomping away, I'm going to make the rest of these sandwiches for everybody else. Cheesesteak.
No, Sissy will eat it for you.
So these grilled cheese are really easy to make, and you can make them quickly. When you're trying to turn out a lot of food for a large group of people, this is a great way to get everybody involved, even the kids. You get them involved, and you start putting these sandwiches together, and you'll bang them out within 20 minutes. Easy peasy. This is super easy. All you need to do is make sure that you have all of your ingredients prepped and prepared so people can just come through, pick what they would like to have, and then throw their sandwiches on the griddles. What are you doing? Whoa, what happened? What happened? Ready to get down, movie doopy? We even get our 1-year-olds in the kitchen cooking. Yes. Where? These are some amazing grilled cheese sandwiches. Amazing. All of my love, all of the girls' love is in every single bite of this dish. How much comfort and warmth does food bring to the table? There's so much power in food, and I choose to use it to get you to stay a while. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy these lovely, delicious, ooey gooey grilled cheese sandwiches. Hey, I'm glad you stayed a while. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know some things that you would like for me to share with you on my YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you know when I post.